One of the most common questions I get from beginning photographers is, why are my pictures blurry, or why are my pictures dark? That's a good question. If you're having blurry or dark pictures and it's frustrating you, it's good because you're starting to think about how you can become a better photographer. And I know what it feels like. You go out and you spend all this money on a really expensive camera, and you go out and you take some pictures, and you come back and they're blurry or they're dark, and you're frustrated because you think maybe your camera's broken, or you just had higher expectations for a camera that cost that much. For point and shoot cameras, I think I have one. Let me show you right here. This is an example of a point and shoot camera. There's other kinds of point and shoot cameras. But 9 times out of 10, for a point and shoot camera, the reason why your pictures are blurry or dark is because there is not enough light. These cameras are set up to make your life easy, and they're going to be making a lot of decisions for you. So when you go into a dark situation, the camera only has a few options. If you look at this, when I turn this on, let me turn this up right up. You can see that the lens is fairly small. Now I know there are some that have bigger apertures and lenses, but for the most case, most of them are small. And this is bad for point and shoot cameras because they cannot open wide enough. They cannot let more light in. So the camera has pretty much 3 ways to increase the amount of light coming in. The first is to use a flash, which is going to make your pictures look flat and awful. So we turn the flash off, and then the camera has to either slow down the shutter speed to like 1/10 or 1/15 of a second. And if you're holding the camera like this and you're trying to take a picture at 1/15 of a second and you're moving, it's going to cause a blurry picture. It's the most common reason pictures are blurry. The last thing the camera can do is to boost the ISO, or the sensitivity, and that is going to make your pictures look sort of blurry. It's like this grain, and it's not pleasing to the eye. So for point and shoot users, that is probably the biggest reason why your pictures are dark and blurry, is because the quality of light is bad. Something you can do if you want to improve the quality of your images is to always be aware of where light is. This is something I talk about on some of my training DVDs. And you can use your hands. If you just look at your hands, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you can see that there's differences in light. And you want to place your subjects where the better light is. So just get used to looking at your hands and rotating around and trying to figure out where the best light is coming from. Another good suggestion is to shoot in complete shade. So if it's on a sunny day and there's bright light everywhere, try to find some shade, complete shade. That's a really great place to shoot because the light is even and the camera doesn't have to worry about really bright highlights or shadows. And then another good place is like window light, garage light, like where you park your car. Open the garage door, let that light come in. You're in the shade, but you still have a lot of light coming in. So to answer that question, for point and shoot users, it's usually poor quality light. For SLR users, for people that have SLR cameras, if you're sure you have enough light and you're still getting blurry pictures, 99 times out of 100, it's going to be user error. You're doing something wrong with the camera. There's a little switch on the side of the camera on most lenses that is an automatic focus or a manual focus. It's easy to bump. That's going to be the problem half the time. And another reason is you might be using a wrong focus mode, or you're not focusing it correctly, or maybe you have a slow shutter speed accidentally. No, but that's probably the long answer of why are my pictures dark or blurry. If you're a point and shoot user, it's because there's not enough light. So I'm Michael Andrew, and thank you for watching.